I had this thought that there have been 6 captains of in Star Trek. And I thought, what is the common denominator of all the actors, the 6 actors who played the captain? So, I suggested, I'm a Canadian, I'm still a Canadian. So I went to a Canadian broadcast company up there, and I said, got this idea, and they said, we like it. We'll give you some money to do it. So they gave me a very little amount of money, but I had to fly from Los Angeles to Toronto to interview Chris Plummer in Toronto and gather some crew, because I had a number of Canadians to qualify for Canadian content for the Canadian station that was broadcasting. Then I had to fly to England to interview Patrick Stewart. Then I had to fly to New York to interview Kate Mulgrew. Then I had to get to Princeton to interview
Avery Brooks. Avery Brooks.
Avery Brooks, thanks. And he would appreciate my having forgotten his name. And who else did we do it? And then Los Angeles Bat Scopula. Then I remember Scott Bakula. So I mean, there was a lot of flying. And I couldn't fly commercial because I can't prowl through those airports and have my sanity and do all that in the limited time I had. I needed a private plane. So in the philosophy of putting it out there, I mean, it really doesn't work, does it? You can put anything you want. I'd like to be a millionaire, and it's out there. Meanwhile, you can't pay your bills. I mean, it's floating around. Yeah, I'd like to be a millionaire. So what? So whatever. I sort of said, I need a private plane. I don't know. I priced it out. It cost about a quarter of $250,000. Yeah, $250,000. And budget was far less than that for everything. So I couldn't go a private plane. In fact, you could barely fly commercial for what was in the budget, and it wasn't going to work. So I mean, the whole thing. And somebody suggested I call this great Canadian manufacturer of private planes Bombardier. But in France, in Quebec, where the place is located, it's Bombardier. So, why not? I'll put it out there. So I got the telephone number of the CEO of Bombardier. Hey, good. Well, that's the rotary dial. No, I didn't. Well, I got to say, Mr. Jones there, yeah? Who wants a William Shatner? This is William Shatner's Mr. Smith Jones there. Just a minute. Yes? Mr. Jones, this is William Shatner. Hi! Oh my God! I'm calling because here's my project. It's called The Captains. You guys ready? So I love it! I said, I need an airplane. So what kind of an airplane do you need? I said, well, a jet that will get me. Oh, you got it! When do you want it? Sends this incredible airplane down to Los Angeles. My wife and I get on it, fly to Toronto to pick everybody else up. Out comes Mr. Jones, the head of Bombardier. And we meet, it's dusk, and I'm filming. It's dusk, it's the sun setting. It's this magnificent airplane, his airplane. And he says, you know, I became an aeronautical engineer because of you. And because of you, as an aeronautical engineer, I became head of this multi-billion-dollar, one of the great Canadian companies that exist, Bombardier. I am, because of Star Trek, what I am.